mid-teens. We've a lot of activities at the church that they're involved in, but our small kids seem to get left out on some things. So we started a puppet ministry, and although we're using our big ones for tonight, or for this week, we brought puppets back to Bible school. And we've had a lot of fun with them. We've actually went to other churches. So if you go to church someplace else and you like our puppets, let us know, and we'd be happy to come and visit you guys too. So we had Tiffany Porter, Kennedy Wellman, and Gary Hunt that were our puppets this week.
Hello everyone! What's up?
Hey, I'm Hunter! How's everybody doing out there?
My name's Maddie. I'm Kamele. You guys ready to break it down?
Okay, let's hit it!
Had fun at Bible school this week. Hope you know the Lord you should seek. We learned one of His promises each night, so we can live in this world without fright. He cares, He saves, He answers us. He gives us what we need, and He is with us. We thank Lisa and Wendy for putting this together and letting us know we can live forever. The teachers were great, so were Jackie, Coos, and Kraft, and anyone else who helped us have a laugh. This week has been good, and we hope you come back. And this is the ending of this rap. Peace!
Peace out!
That was actually an original piece. Kennedy and Tiffany wrote that Friday night. So we thank them for that. And next, Jackie wanted to say a couple of words. Jackie is our music teacher, and she's been a music instructor here for several Bible school years. And I really appreciate Jackie and what she's done with the music department.
We're trying something new. We were going to try something new back here with wireless mic to keep me from walking all the way up that way, since there's several people sitting back here.
Can you hear?
Can you hear it? No?
A little bit.
I don't need it. I've got a big enough mouth without it. First of all, thanks everybody that had anything to do with Bible school. Any of my kids know that I don't start talking in front of everybody when it concerns my kids without crying, because we are truly blessed. These kids are awesome, and I can see that in the future we don't have too much to worry about as far as future leaders, as long as they stay with Jesus, because they've done great. From music to teaching, from crafts to helping out, it's been awesome. Wendy, you and Lisa have been unbelievable throughout the years. Somebody was asking me the other night how long you all had actually done it, and I couldn't remember. And I said, they've been doing it a while. Just leave it at that. They've been doing it a while. But being back here, you develop appreciation. Jim McRoberts, you are unbelievable sitting back here. So it was Jay and everyone else. And I thank Jay for running the slides for me during music class, and JC too. Jim for giving me a crash course lesson on how to run the system. I had several helpers during the week. JC helped me out. Brianna Mason helped me out. Everybody knows Kelsey's my right hand person, but she had her own practices during the week, so she wasn't here a couple nights, and I had one person that was with me all 5 nights, and I didn't think it would be right to go the week without saying a very special thank you to Madison McRoberts. She came in, realized that I needed some help, and said, I'll stay if that's okay with you. And I said, as long as it's okay with your mom and your teachers, that's perfectly fine. So I have something special for Madison and something special for Kelsey as a thank you, because it takes a lot. Music classes, it's fun. We try to keep it fun. We try to keep it moving for them. But as you can tell with the ages that we have, it gets a little daunting at times and exhausting. But thank you guys for letting us have your kids come out this week.
And And just real quickly, we won't take up much more of your time. We do have refreshments in just a few minutes, but I do want to recognize our volunteers. Wendy and I do put everything together, but as I mentioned earlier, it's unless we had your help, we would not be able to make the Bible School a success. So as I call your name, if you would come up, and just a small, very, very small token of our appreciation. Everybody gets M&Ms because we think you're marvelous and magnificent. And the first I've got Amber Kilman, Stacy Lewis, and Vanessa Shoemaker. Angie Gilbert, but she's not here tonight. Autumn Williamson. And Shelley and Barry Nickerson. They were two of our cooks this week, and they're already over there getting stuff ready for later, so we'll make sure we get those to them. Kelsey Walters. Sherry McRoberts. Ashley Henderson. Tara Fetters. Brenda and Gary Hunt. Kathy Applegate. Don and Jay Pusher. Brian McRoberts. Mary Williamson. I think she's over there helping to get stuff together to eat as well. Tammy Kilgore. Tammy's here. Courtney Hardiman. She's over there. Justin McRoberts. J.C. Kusher. And Wellesley Grayson. Tracy McRoberts.
Yeah, Tracy.
Jackie. Sue Kennedy. And Sherry Porter. Eugene Bradford. Donna Short. Is Miss Short here? Madison McRoberts. Tiffany Porter. Charlie Kilgore coming help one night in crafts.
Not here.
And Shanda Kusher. These next three people have to help regardless, and that's Katsumi and Kennedy Wellman, because that's my husband and my daughter, and Jeremy Noble, because that's Wendy's husband. So they have to do what we tell them to. But they do it with a willing heart anyway. And one class that I did not mention, I wanted to say this for last, and that's the adult class. We do have an adult Bible school class, and we want to continue this. So Wendy and I, or it was actually Wendy, has brought up some suggestions for next year, and we'll discuss that later with Brother Emmons. But the adult class is very important. I believe we've actually thought about not pursuing it, but it's important. People that are here and don't want to go anyplace else, that's a good class. I think it also helps those teachers. But our adult teachers this year was Jeremy Noble, Josh Conway, Brad Williamson, and Clark Shoemaker. You guys can come up and meet as well. And I wanted to save this next person for last. Last year during Bible school, Wendy's and my dad, Maurice Kennedy, was a Bible school teacher. And it was very hard filling out the list this year and taking my dad's name off of that list. Now, he's in a far better place than what we are. And I tossed and turned and wanting to, who should I put in that spot? Not that it was my dad's spot, but it was a spot that needed to be filled. And Wendy and I talked, and we come to the consensus, and we both felt that Dad would want this person as well, and that would be Kenny Benedict. So Kenny, we thank you for taking that spot. And we think you're marvelous and magnificent too, so if you want to come and get your M&Ms. And again, I want to thank everyone, and if I missed your name, let me know, because it was not intentional. There's a lot that does go into putting Bible school together, and I can't say enough good things about Wendy. She does all the computer stuff and all the ins and outs of that. And I'm the older sister, so she also has to do what I say. No, she really doesn't, but she is wonderful. And without her, I think we just click. When one of us is thinking one thing, the other just kind of goes along and thinks the same thing. So I appreciate Wendy and all that she does. For the church, the director, or the board of directors for letting Wendy and I do this, we truly appreciate it. But one last thing, I can just have your attention for 5 minutes, Brian, 10 minutes. Every night at Bible school, we had just a moment of silence, or a few nights we had an invitational song. We never here at Hickory Grove want to leave a service without giving someone the opportunity to accept Christ. That was the whole purpose of Bible school this week, is to talk to kids that may not come to church or may not know who Jesus is, to give them that opportunity. So it's one thing to teach about it in class, but then we want to give them the opportunity at the end of each service each night. So like we did this week, we want to bring Brian McRoberts, which is our youth minister, and Brian will say a few words, and then we're going to give an invitational, and Ashley, if you can get ready.
First of all, I want to thank Lisa and Wendy for all the hard work and everything we did, and also we got a little gift of appreciation for you all for all your hard work and dedication. And you know, they're like my family. We've known them a long time. We hang out together. Our girls are friends, BFFs, and everything. We're so close that Lisa come to me a while ago and said, "Can you say something at the end of the service?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I'll tell you when to talk." And I almost said, "Yes, dear." It's just like me, But anyway, I'll get in trouble for that after all. But they did a great job. We thank the whole church for everything they've done. And thank you, parents, for allowing us to, believing in us and having faith in us to teach your kids for 5 days. And I hope a seed was planted there that will grow. And I hope that they could go to God and He gives the increase for each and everything that they've learned this week. Seems like the recurring theme of everything this week led back to one thing, and I know I even spoke about it one night here, but I just can't get away from John 3:16. Because everything that our lessons was about, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the lame person being led down, and Jesus saved him, then healed him, and Lazarus raising from the dead, and Jesus' dying on the cross and what He did, and everything that our lessons is about was about one thing. It just comes down to one thing, and that's it, and that's love. Jesus' love for you and me. John 3:16 simply says, "For God so loved you, and He so loved me, that He sent His only Son Jesus to this world, that if you would just believe on Him, that we shall live with Him forever." You know, that's as easy, that's as simple and easy as it is. People try to make religion difficult. I preached this morning somewhere. I said we need to get religion out of church and get Jesus back in church. Because religion, you know, people try to make things difficult. They try to make make it so hard. Who would want to be religious the way they want to do it? I want to be saved by the grace of God because He so loved me. God so loved me that He did this for me, and He did it for you. And we can all be saved through His grace just by asking Him to come into our lives, and He will do just that very thing. And I'm going to ask everybody just to stand tonight, and I feel a nice sweet spirit here. We've seen the great things that we've done this week, and you know, the Spirit of the Lord is still here. He's still saving souls today. I heard a great report from this morning's service here. Unfortunately, I was preaching somewhere else, wasn't here, but Jesus is still saving souls. He still loves you. That was John 3:16 was written a long time ago, but you know what? That same love that Jesus had, that He sent His only Son to this world, He still has that same love for you today. And He's still standing right here, arms spread wide open, and asking you to come and be part of the family. We're not asking you to be part of Hickory Grove. We're not asking you to be a part of any religion. We're asking you to be a part of the family of God, and that's all that we're asking. Because you know what? I want to see y'all in heaven, because I plan on going, and I'd like to see you there too. As we sing a song, anybody would like to come and get to know Jesus Christ, let's come right now, and He'll meet you here. He'll meet you. There'll be people here to pray with you. There'll be a great, marvelous